I don't know what I'm saying right now. But anyway, yeah, I need help with cut files. I'm about to get Corel Draw because I can't do monthly thing with Photoshop. I just need Corel for cut lines. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be. The thing is, I'm not going to be able to help you. That warranty is crazy with the being 20, 500 year. I had it a year, and I just started using it. Yeah, and that's on the buyer, right? That's on you to put the work in. Now, what I believe is that there's a ton of people creating content on the BN20. Now, does does that content necessarily fit the mode of which you're looking to learn in? That's where it's like you got to gravitate towards people because I think Print House makes some dope videos.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't necessarily think I think he's going over it thoroughly. It's just not my style of learning per se because I get lost. I'll be doing something else. You know what I mean? Like I can't
Right.
sit down and just watch a slower paced video. And I started watching videos in 1.5 too, in 1.5 and 2 because speed up your time. But it's pretty good to go without like that. Can I get Photoshop without having a monthly fee? Today, I don't know. I used to pirate and hack back in the day before I could afford it. But I think if you're gonna be in this industry, I think you should just stomach the away my Chico stick.
They upstairs on the nightstand.
Nah, somebody eat my Chico stick. We got mice around here or something.
It's two of them upstairs on your nightstand.
And there's two of them right here, and one of them look like it been chewed by a mouse.
I don't eat the shit.
Hey, gotta set some traps up here, Joe. I don't know what's going on.
It was a trap. I think it was the person talking trash when I was buying the Chico sticks.
Anybody know? Anybody gonna snitch?
I had to go check the camera.
Any confessions?
Anyway, I got our olives running efficiently. Dope. My man in DC that I've spent the day with printing also has his running. You know, you just got to put the time and effort in there, man. I got to get our you got to get our ollies. You gonna want somebody to help if you ain't got the normal expertise. This is my man's advice. He has the ollies running. He has one running. He gonna get another one in the summertime. Yeah, I watch the print, but it's hard to learn with him. But he is all right. Yeah, I agree. And so I can take that stuff. The good thing is I can understand all of the excess stuff that they put into it because I have the background in it. Can you explain a cut file? So when you're cutting stickers, right? When you're cutting stickers, you know, these ones I made, and that was made by Graphic Warehouse. FLA. So when you cut stickers, in order to tell the machine to cut, you got to cut around the outside so that it basically it knows what to do. It prints the file and it goes back and cuts it or whatever you're trying to do. So that's all. Now,
John, what's going on?
What up? What up? I'm going to make a video on cut files. I'm gonna make all of those tutorials and things coming up here. It's all on the list of things to do from start to finish. The quick version, and then some dedicated videos on just like how I prepare cut files. So look, right? I'm in there. You left the room? I don't know if you left the room at this point. So I'm in there, and brother Ernest, and I'm explaining him how to make a cut file. Like, all right, get Illustrator because this is how I know how to make a cut file. He's like, no, you let your rip do it. You do it this way. I said, so are you gonna show them how to do it your way? He's like, well, no, it's gonna be $10,000.
Yeah, I was in there.
I was like, brother, I said, are you gonna show them when they leave here, they're gonna know how to take a file
Right.
and get it to stickers and cut it. When you learn a sticker, you can blow it up and you can do bigger banners or whatever the case is. You just learn all of the functionalities of the printer. He's like, well, what he's doing is right. It's wrong, but you're gonna know how to prepare cut files for any computer or any cutter out here that you use. And I'm like, bro, this is exactly where the problem lies. This is exactly where the problem lies, right? And it's the older segment of the industry that is like, this is the right way to do it. This is the way you should do it. This is how you should do it,
Mm-hmm.
right? But they don't want to necessarily walk you through the process of learning how to do it. So I sat down with my man from Pixel Mosh Pit who's doing the embroidery file for Marathon. the embroidery DTF file, and he's making an action for it, so you can just click it and it'll make it look embroidered, right? So I said with him, he's like, well, how proficient are you in these programs? Are you in Illustrator? Are you in Photoshop? And I'm like, well, I ain't got no professional training, but I know how to get what I need to get done. It may not be the fastest way, it may not be the most conventional way, and I've gotten better over time. So in the beginning, I used to cut photos out with the eraser tool. I learned that was not good. So then I used to use this quick selection tool and the magic wand.
To make it disappear.
And then I learned about layer mask, so that way you can always go back and get it. But I went through that over the course of probably 6 years, 3 years.
But what did you start off? Did you start with Photoshop? Then you
I started off with Photoshop. So I
Then you
tried
transition
Inkscape.
to-
I tried Inkscape, which is the free thing. But then I just went straight ahead and pirated because, I was in computers, so I was just,
Right.
I pirated Photoshop. So I learned on Photoshop from the beginning. So me personally, I feel like everybody should get Affinity Designer. Right? If you just getting into it, you should get Affinity Designer. Why? Because it's cheap. It's like
True.
one-time fee. You're not paying a subscription. Whatever the one-time fee is, they always got sales. And this would mean the guy from Pixel Mosh Pit. But I also don't feel like I need to go learn. I need to go learn it. Because in real life, I'm not like a lifelong learner and educator. I learn how to do what the heck I need to do,
And get it
and then I
going.
keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not gonna be the person to teach you. And this is what I was telling them. I said, listen, if I'm gonna help you, you gonna at least have to have what I have, because I ain't got time to be. You go buy Affinity Designer. I don't have time to be trying to figure out how to do it in Affinity Designer.
Right.
Now, I could, but my time is not best used there. Yo, if y'all want some stickers, let me know, man. Put it down. Y'all can email me right now.
This how the stickers come out. This how they look. The holographic look.
Send me-
Oh, go ahead.
Send me a vector file with your mailing address. I got the printer back working. Send me a vector file with your mailing address. But 4 stickers. And then I'm gonna send you back a Cash App. When I send you back the Cash App, that means I got your artwork and I'm gonna print it. So that way, that's how we do it. For stickers. Send PNG
That's for stickers.
vector, yeah. Yeah. All right, what you got for me, G?
That's Stevie Steve.
Stevie Steve in the house. Bad news.
Yeah, no, I finished talking because when I was in there, that's why I walked out, because it was confusing. Because every time y'all ask him a question, it's like it take him a minute, 5 minutes just to get the answer.
No, that's not. It's not taking him 5 minutes to get the answer. He knows the answer.
I know he knows that, but the way he's presenting, it's like somebody don't understand.
So when we was on Instagram Live, he was talking. Dude was asking, how much should I charge for it? Right. So Brother Ernest goes into this conversation like, well, you got to find your niche. You got to find this. You got to do that. He's not giving them a direct answer. The truth is, you can't give people direct answers. Right? He is a nerd and love. He is in love with them printers, bro. My man had 4 printers under the bed. His printers all around the living room, and it ain't like dirty, like hoarded.
Right.
No, these things is in pristine condition.
Right.
And but basically, it's
that's funny.
The truth about this is there is no one size fits all answer. So it's like what he can charge for a T-shirt where he's at versus what the guy can charge where he's at. It's 2 different ballgames. So if
Right.
I tell you what to charge and I tell you charge $45, and you're gonna be like, nobody paying them prices. On the other hand, he's charging them every day. So there's not always a direct answer. But you can kind of ballpark, and that's what I was trying to do, ballpark and get them in there a little bit.
But it didn't make sense to me either. And I see his point of view, and I see what you were saying, that when you get something, everybody should know, hey, you do need a laptop, a computer, or something.
Yes. Okay, so it's not that the people didn't have a laptop.
I know, yeah, but that's something that he should explain too. That hey, you're gonna need this for this equipment that you have. You know what I'm saying? They could have said he could have said, man, hey, what do you have right now? And once they showed out all in one, then he could have said, nah, you're gonna need a laptop because you know the certain programs and stuff. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not even a laptop. Well,
Well,
that computer could be suffice. Here,
Mhm.
this is what I'm saying, right? But he's so far advanced in this. He's so far like he it's hard for him to bring it back down to like I know a person who knows nothing, right? And I'm not
Right,
saying that
right.
that person knows nothing, but should that guy have known because it was slow running his Rico that it wouldn't be like, and then you want to have it run this and a DTF printer. You just asking for trouble. You asking for headaches because it's the nature of it is like it's just not a good.
I end up understanding it yesterday.
Did he end up understanding? He left and not being able to print. So he got to. Brother Ernest gonna go back. They asked me if I was coming back Tuesday. I'm like, man, listen, I'm here. I'm trying to make sure y'all got everything y'all can get. What up, Uni? I'm trying to make sure that y'all can get a checklist at least so that when he come back, and I'm like, no, brother, this is what I want to see when you come back. I want you to take one of their files, and I want you to cut some stickers and run it from start to finish on their computer.
Right.
Because Brother Ernest was about to hook up his computer, which he did, and run it, and then leave.
Yeah.
Which is
He got it running. That's what
Right.
he's supposed to do.
yeah, undoubtedly. So, but yeah, man, I think it's just pretty cool. People got to do their research, their due diligence. You may as well start charging people royalties to share. Yeah, man. And this is why I struggle with like. So many people want mentorship and help and how to do this. First off, I think the making stuff is easy. Right?
Very easy. Yeah.
I think the making stuff is easy, but like if you came to I went to a couple screen printing class last year, but I don't think that people necessarily leave ready to go do the work. I don't think people leave screen printing classes ready to go and do the business.
Is it because they're not having the hands on?
No, I think it's hands-on enough. It's just like you learn enough to go home and print, but it's all
so much,
formula. Like
yeah.
me setting up my print shop right now and having to go through calibrating my machines and understanding my emotion and all of that stuff. So now when somebody comes to train with me, what are they going to want to get? They're going to want to get everything that I have,
Right.
Because they learned on the system. Like me, I said, I never had to do this before. I walked into a screen print shop where it was turn this here, hit this for this long.
I see what you're
Everything
saying.
was mapped out.
So basically,
But when you go back home and you get a different emotion, everything you just did in
Yeah,
class is null and void.
Yeah. So basically, I see what you're saying now. Because basically, it's like the way that you learn ain't the way that I learn. So if I want to learn something from you, it's like, damn, you got to go all the way back, dumb me down, all the way back to here. That basically unlearn to relearn.
Yeah, and then you go home and then you gotta take not what you learned specifically, 30 seconds with this, like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go now calibrate that information based on what you have.
Right.
So your emotion, just
And
take
sometimes it
emotion
don't
so
fit.
different. It's because you have to do 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Or your exposure unit is not the same exact one that I have. If you don't got the same exposure unit, you don't got the same emotion. Technically the same humidity, but I'm one of those people like if it don't work, then I'll fix it.
So let me say this. So that's basically like how people when you go live or you do something, they say, "Hey man, it don't work. It didn't work like this," and then you like, "Why it didn't work?" And they tell you what they got is not what you have though. So it's like, okay, yeah.
So now I got to sit there and troubleshoot it. That's one of the reasons that I like struggle with how to like charge and do stuff for like on a one-on-one basis and stuff like that.
Right.
And now on the other side of that, it's like cool. The rest of this, like the business side of this stuff, like what you put into is what you're gonna get out of it
Right.
at the end of the day. So when it comes to creating and putting forth, we got shrimp and grits this morning, guys. So when it comes to creating and putting forth like the business side, that's even harder
Right.
because you're gonna get what you
Thank
put
you.
into it. Again, I can start with
Can I be like you real quick? Hey guys, we got shrimp and grits this morning with some eggs. Eggs also.
cheese. It's cheese, eggs,
Don't
shrimp, and
push your
grits.
computer up. You gonna knock my phone down, son. Little G. Hold on, man.
Come on over, man.
That's it, Lord.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's it, Lord. Amen.
Come on over, Uni. We gonna have a whole hood over here one day. soon as it get warm. Soon as it get warm, we gonna have the
Boy.
barbecue that we were supposed to have last year.
All right, Blair. All right.
I ain't.
You put that big toe up in these eggs, man. Good God. Never failed me once. Every time I come over here, boy, I tell you, boy, woo.
So, can you explain vector versus raster? That's a great question. This is another thing that we're talking about, right? So when he's telling them they got to be able to create transparent PNG files, right? He's telling them this. They supposed to know this stuff. You're supposed to know it. Now I think it's like we need like, I don't know, man. I'm like print school or something like that because a raster and a vector. A vector is a file that you can have it this small and you can blow it up to a billboard and the quality won't change. That's done in AI. That's done in Corel Draw. There is no rasterization, which is pretty much, how do I explain this in simple terms? If you blow up something this small to this small, that's where you get that pixelation of the boxes. So in the midst of that, when so in the basic sense, a raster file can't be stretched or enlarged, and a vector file can be. Inkscape creates Inkscape creates raster files. GIMP is the one that creates vector files. So what they're going to tell you is you can't print vector or raster files when it comes to like screen print and stuff. It's not true. The truth is you just have to design it the size that you want it. You can't go backwards and blow it up. So if you design it at 3x3 and you want to make it a 12x12, it's not going to work. But if you make it as a 12x12 and you go use it as a 12x12, it'll work no problem. So
It just look crazy once you stretch it and everything.
yeah. See, at least G eating on the camera. G eating on the camera. You can see his whole food. You can shrink it down, but you can't blow it up.
So I used to use all the programs too, but I decided, just go ahead with Illustrator because Illustrator is so easy, so much easier once you learn it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put the time. Everybody should put their time in. I think everybody should just get Adobe.
Most
But
definitely.
I understand the cost.
Yeah.
When it comes to the cost, I think Affinity is a good way to go. I'm just not about to learn Affinity. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not about to learn Affinity at all. I ain't got time. So what we filming today, Greg?
All right. I want to do that the BN20 video again.
Let me see. Let me see.
No.
Why you not gonna show me your notes?
I'm in my notes right here, y'all. I'm not giving the stand. No, we're not doing that one.
What was wrong with the first BM20 video?
I think at the end of it, I want to just one, I'm pressing and stuff. I didn't really get it. The tape and stuff.
Yeah, why not?
Man, the camera stopped.
Oh yeah, it be doing that for some reason recently.
Alright,
think we got
so I want to do that again. This basically
What
that
up,
part.
Dips?
This basically that part. I got the everything else. You turn it on and all that stuff, man, and the cuts and stuff. And then, of course, screen print.
What we
Go over there.
print?
We're gonna screen print Decorate by Nature on a shirt.
All right. Oh, I'm going to tell you to go down there in that closet. It's a whole bunch of blanks in there. It's some
Downstairs?
tie-dye- There's some tie-dye blanks down there. There's a bunch of stuff down there. That's where I became Cotton Escobar.
I think Waldo went through that because he asked me. He said, "Greg, hey, ask me,
I
can I
probably
get some
told you
points?" Yeah, okay.
I probably told you. But it's when I was studying cotton. I became Stan Blanks. I was studying
Yeah,
cotton. and
I remember
was-
that.
Yeah, I was.
Because
doing-
you came back after you seen the camouflage stuff.
I was running through that.
All right. Also, after we do that screen printing stuff, sit down and have an interview. Basically, the state of the industry and the updates on the marathon. You know, and of course, you know what I'm saying, get some B-rolls and stuff of the city and stuff. Yeah, but when we do it, I want to basically, you know what I'm saying, go into depth about the state of the industry like you did last night. You know what I'm saying? Not particularly that, but it's the state of the industry of the t-shirt business between, you know what I'm saying, you got running the business and you got content creators, you know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, want to know about, a lot of people get on here, man, into the t-shirt business just to create.
Yeah.
But they don't understand the business part of running the business, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you got your crafters. Crafts is fine. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call them, the mob, Joe. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. But some of us, we'll get on here, create, but we don't know the business side of it. Then you wonder why, you know, you're not getting the support. Just like me, when I first started, I used to cuss me out all the time. Greg, what is you doing? What is you doing? So
My cousin would tell you, man, he was looking around. He used to hate me.
I did. Hey,
He
boy.
help nobody. You help everybody on the internet. I was like, man, listen, you better get it how you live.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think those are always important conversations to have, man. Dips, man, you got people emailing me talking about something. I need you to do my stickers the same way you did Dips stickers. I just like, you ain't even send no artwork. If y'all send artwork to the email and y'all send your addresses, if I'm bored, I'll print them. When I just set it and forget it. I let it run. We ran a couple logos.
Send them in now, y'all.
My man ate all the shrimp.
Like you did the rice yesterday.
Yo, I ain't never seen that. I meant to tell Blair.
And the rice still sitting on the table in the thing.
Yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, I think that's important, man. And I think that's where I keep saying that's the white space. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been like arguing with like companies and people inside of companies to like stop trying to sell people more stuff. Like people are struggling with this business all the way across the board, and there's not really people there. And I ain't saying I got all the answers, but I've met a lot of people over the years who are doing business at a high level. And what I can tell you is the first thing that we tricked in seeing is like when you get to like those big businesses, like Printed Threads in Texas that you went to go see, like the guy is not the person respected for screen printing ain't the person screen printing no more.
Right.
Ain't the person squeezing the pulling the squeegee anymore.
Right.
Hey bro, you're the man.
I agree,
So much
man.
you don't stop. No doubt, man. No doubt. Definitely won't stop.
I totally agree with you on that.
And so, you know, that's where I think my place is to continue to try to push that and create a space. So there's pockets of communities in this industry that are very necessary. But inside the screen print community, there's like 4 different communities that people gravitate towards, right? And in that community, it's like, you know, you got this crew, you got that crew, you got the women's crew, and you got like little pockets. But that's where people go to really get that shared knowledge. So they'll fly to each other's shops if they're they're struggling with something, they want to learn something, or
Right.
they want to add something that somebody already has, or they'll pick up the phone and have these conversations. Man, hey, how's that auto reclaim unit that costs, you know, 80 grand doing in your shop? Is it oh man, it's a lifesaver. You know?
Right.
But we look at like 80 grand on a something that can wash out screens is like, wait, but then you look at the labor and all of that stuff when you get to a certain size where it makes sense. And I think that's where these conversations need to go for us is we need to define where we're headed. And then we need to have different pockets of people. Like I'm very open in saying, bro, I'm not the Etsy sit behind your computer on like online type of guy.
Right.
Right? That's not me. But I know Rich does. You know what I'm saying? I know Charles does. So if that's the business model that you want to go after, then you need to go over there with them.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying they're right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm not saying they're wrong. What I'm saying is that we can all be right because we all have different experiences and different skill sets based on what it is that we do.
And that's one of the questions I was going to ask you in the interview is that you got to develop your own technique. You have to, you know, I can't like, I looked at you all these years. Now I can't do what you do, but I learned from what you do. Now I added that into what I'm doing, and it works for me. Just because it works for me may not work for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why if I visit your shop, I can't just sit there, hey man, you should be doing it like this, you should do it. Because you know what I'm saying, that's the way you got it. That's the way you built your blueprint for that. You know what I'm saying?
And I think when you are the person telling people what they should be doing, just doing it a certain way, you at least gotta have a track record.
Exactly, yeah.
Like some people will criticize you about what you're doing. One, and then they won't offer you a solution. And then two, they'll criticize what you're doing and only be criticizing you based off of what somebody else told them,
Right,
or
right.
what they heard from somewhere else. But it's things that you'll figure out that I just don't do stuff that I don't like to do, right? Like a lot of stuff that you're doing. I play with, you know, printing in a bunch of locations. I know I don't want to print more than 2 colors.
Right. Me and you both.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to print nothing more than 2 colors. It's not to say that I can't, not to say that I won't. I just know that time efficiency for myself is I know the type of work that I want to do.
Like one of my students, he came over and man, he had like 6 layers of vinyl, and he said, "Greg, what you do?" I said, "I'm gonna be honest, man. I can't even tell you, bro, because I don't even do that."
Talented.
Yeah, I don't even. But I said, but if that's what you like, that's what you like. I can't tell you not to do it, but I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You may see me do 2 layers of vinyl. You know what I'm saying? But to each their own. Some people love this technique, some people don't.
Anybody doing more than 3 colors in vinyl, I feel like you just got too much time on your hands.
Right.
That's just my personal opinion. Super talented.
But he, you know how when you first start at beginning stage,
Yeah.
you be
just going crazy.
going crazy. I think he had the beginner stage, and he just
See, and that's when I came on YouTube, and I was already years into it.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I remember I did that Joyride, my Olu joint. He said he had this stupid design cut. I'm like, bro, how much detail can you cut in there, right?
Bruh, I remember that, but I think you still there pilling, Joe. I remember that joint, Joe.
They're like, you would cut all this stuff, but you gotta remember, you gotta go in here and weed all of this distressedness out of this thing. All of this stuff, like I did it for that one video, like bro,
You was
I
pissed.
am not doing this no more.
You was
I'll make
pissed.
this video on this because
Yeah.
people need to know. But you gotta sit here and you gotta weed all of this
I
stuff.
remember
that
you said, I want to see this. I want to show y'all how this cut detail, how to do this, something like that. And man, bro, you was like this. You kept getting mad. You looked at it, but you
It
kept
ain't
on
done
going
yet.
though.
Not done yet. Like, so these are things that you learn, and then you realize, like, oh yeah, when somebody sends you some art, you like, yeah, I ain't printing this.
Exactly.
Or you can tell them how to modify. When you get good at it, you'll be able to coach people. You'll be able to coach people into what you
Sorry about that, y'all.
what you can provide or what you like to do. You call Mike.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Sorry about that,
Lil G,
y'all.
knock my phone down. I remember that video, boy. What was it, a skull or something?
Mike Millen about to leave my crib. You had breakfast?
No, I didn't.
Let me see if we got some shrimp and grits left. We on our way.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You want to take a commercial break?
You want to take a commercial break? Greg is like this. Look. Play my track. Play my track. I'm going to play my track for y'all.
Your theme joint, hype.
That ain't my theme, John, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, John.
Now to about the following, the Decorated by Nature page. Let's go ahead and hit the subscribe, refresh.
Oh, yeah.
My man got the big K next to his name. Oh,
All I see is art.
every day we working
You on the med? Before I could get that.
Gotta eat all the shrimp.
Young black king, don't you want to succeed?
Put some bars at the end. It's hard to rap over that sound.
We rocking out the puppy.
All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. All right, folks. Look, man, we about to go to the shop. About to film some stuff. I'm gonna try to get done 8 videos today.
Let me say something before we go. Hey, always, man. This something that he got on me yesterday. I think he got on me about 5 times, man. Since we, or maybe more. I'm telling you, I always come prepared. Like I did this right here. He got on me about this, so I got up about 2, 3 in the morning and wrote this down. And
Where's your book of dreams?
my book of dreams.
Oh yeah, you ain't prepared then.
Hey, go ahead, Joe. This dude, man. This dude here, book of dreams.
Yeah, man. Can't leave home without it.
Wide awake. That's right.
Can't leave home without it. What we want to talk about with Marathon though?
Just give the updates on it, cause still launching on Valentine's Day, right? Or have you changed?
I'm gonna turn it on today.
Hey, Slim, you didn't show me them. That's what I'm talking about.
What?
Hey, baby, you see them? You see that right there, Joe?
What I see? Different colors?
I said that yesterday, man.
What? He likes the colorful. So my plan was to use a different color for different segments. So vinyl was gonna be blue, screen print was gonna be red, and
But can you print them out with that color on there?
why not?
Hey, yeah. We about to make a whole new video, y'all.
No, he ain't.
Shh, we gonna leave that. Hey, leave that joint print.
No,
Come
I don't
on,
want
man.
any colors.
No,
the
that's for
special-
me.
Special stuff.
That's for me.
That's special.
I am special.
Hey,
Hey, I want to be a resource ranger.
what
Fly
is
through
that?
the sky well like them bars
From what?
from Special Ed.
What, a movie?
Nah, man.
We ain't do that in special ed.
What you used to do?
Talk to girls. Stand in the hallway till the bell rang before I went to class.
Don't listen to him, Joe.
I'm just keeping it real.
Don't listen to him, man. But now that's fire though, man.
Yeah, man.
No, just give him an update, you know what I'm saying, about the launch and stuff like that.
I'm about to turn it on right now. Unfinished and all. It's ready.
You whatever, Joe. You ain't doing that for real.
I'm gonna cut it on. I'm not gonna tell nobody.
29 people just heard you say it.
What just happened? Marathon supply.
What's up? You finished? They go through that in trash and then put that plate, I guess, in the sink, too.
What just happened?
I mean, I'm about to leave, Joe.
I gotta order some postcards. I forgot. I need to get that done today.
You keep shaking the table.
I didn't know you're unprotected.
Oh, man.
I mean, I gotta write 3 articles, and I gotta order the postcards for that go in.
Some of the vlogs. Yeah.
Not the vlogs, the blog.
The vlog.
The blog.
The
with
blog.
B. The new channel is Decorator by Nature.
Did you ever put a link to that?
Maybe I can make it live. Did I ever put a link to it?
Yeah, because you know, I seen a couple people, even me, was trying to look up Decorate by Nature. Didn't really see it.
So if you go to youtube.com/Decorator by Nature, that comes up. Ooh, that's right. How you use the @ signs? It's @Decorator by Nature. All right, I think I gotta transfer the ownership. Drinking Folgers, come on, man. Stop disrespecting me around here, man. We don't got Folgers. bro.
Nah.
That's what you drink at home?
That's what that Bama drink.
Folgers.
Hey, John know.
Hey, what's
Hey,
the thing? Nothing comes close.
Yeah.
Home. Is that it? Is that how it go? Go to the live. I just posted in the live, bro. You ever seen an old person try to function a computer? He be like,
hey Joe.
very like this, like my grandma.
Man, stop doing that, Bama.
Then they take their whole hand.
Oh Lord.
Very like
They,
this.
they take their whole hand and they swipe. They be like,
And a no. Hey John, I don't know why you came over there with that Folgers, man. We don't do that over here.
nothing comes closer to home. Don't plug it up, put it, pack it up. We about to roll out. Better roll to the shop. Unless you're staying here.
I'll make some shirts today.
Make some shirts today.
Little dude
You should have did that yesterday.
Little dude pumped him up.
Yeah. Put that battery in his back. Yo, you gotta go down to that closet. Go grab some stuff.
Down to the closet.
And it,
Yeah.
well, I don't know if you can fit stuff. We might be able to. It's some small stuff down there. You too.
Ooh.
You want some Decorated by Nature?
You said what?
All I got at the shop is them white shirts, white and black.
How you gonna go down here with it?
Yeah, I come down there with you. You hear this Bama dude, man?
Y'all dudes.
All right. Holla at y'all.